Create 19. Hallelujah. We have had an absolute
Okay guys, this is at the Create Conference. It's some great food out here, you guys. Look, we have the Jerk Brothers. That's Ashley. That's Chronicles of a Funny Girl over there. I'm trying to grab her some food, which she already grabbed. Then we have the Gone Fishing Atlanta Seafood Company. They have some awesome food, you guys. Then you have the ice, the Italian ice and gelato. That's down here. And then you go on down a little bit further and you have the, I can't see what this is, you guys, hold on. You have the drinking partners that have all these delicious drinks, you guys. So this is the food area. Right now, you guys, everybody's on the inside. I didn't come out here when they were doing the line because I was at a different meeting, eating some great food in there. So guys, I'm trying to show you as much as I can, but Create has been an amazing event. You guys, I will show you what the food looks like when we eat our jerk chicken in a minute.
My name is Ty from Atlanta Seafood, and I'm here to represent and keep the food good for everybody and the customer, keep it qualified and happy.
So guys, if you want to actually connect with them, this is their website and their phone number. This is Atlanta Seafood Company. So if you're in the Atlanta area, you have got to check them out. One of the greatest food trucks ever. I'll show you the food in a minute.
That's not even possible.
Yeah. Now, this is the thing. I've watched you do it. Not just for me. So listen, he's not just talking. Like, this isn't just like talk. I have watched him open the doors for people. I have watched people come up to him with shoes, come up to him with whatever they had, and Jay work with them. Listen, I've watched him use black manufacturers. I've watched him use black boutiques. I've watched him. This is what he does. So this is not just like rhetoric. This is like he is really taking the time to open doors. So for you,
those are the people that open the doors for me. When in Mississippi, I was in Mississippi when I first started. So imagine me being a grown black man going to a store saying, hey, I'm having a fashion show next week and I'd love to pour your clothes. The young ladies at the front desk is like, yeah, no, we're good. Thank you so much. Or, hey, the manager's not in town right now, and the manager's sitting right in the back. And she's in a meeting, and she won't be out for like the next 4 hours.
wow.
So you hear that over and over and over and over again. So I got a million no's from all the places that I thought had me or would have me.
Wow.
And so having these fashion shows and doing all these fashion shows in Mississippi, I would have to go and use the clothes from the students that were in my fashion shows.
Wow.
Not realizing that God was setting me up then to be able to work with what people had in their closets.
Yeah.
So all the no's that you're getting right now just may be preparing you. It may be uncomfortable, but your uncomfortable moments may be preparing you for your comfortable days ahead.
That's good. That's good. Let's talk a little bit about that, because you just talked about it a little bit in terms of your lane.
Yeah.
But what I love hearing is that you carved out your lane from not having nothing to start a lane with.
When I say no lane,
Listen, so talk to us a little bit more about what we can do to maximize a space and time where we feel like we have nothing, but we need to switch on that creative energy and start, because a lot of times we already have it, we just don't know how to maximize it. How can we tap into that?
well, guys, I'll give y'all a little bit of back history too. I kind of skipped this part earlier. There was a point where my wife and I, when we graduated from college, we started working these jobs. And then I ended up working at Tougaloo College in Mississippi. And when I left Tougaloo College, I left chasing a dream. And when I left chasing that dream, and my wife ended up getting fired. So we had a brand new house, brand new cars. Everything was, brand new. You got good credit, so everything feels good. You get everything you want. We had a housewarming, house prayer, all that kind of stuff happened. Family came over, everybody's just proud. Like, our kids have graduated from college and everything just feels and it looks so good. And not knowing that we were dying on the inside. Now, all this happened, then my wife loses her job. I'm out here, a grown man seeking a dream. And I vowed to my wife that I would take care of her. I vowed to her family that I would take care of her, because biblically, I'm supposed to take care of her regardless of if she got a job or not. Right?
Say it again.
So I'm trying to take care of her, and everything seems to start getting really dark.
Wow.
Like the clouds started getting dark, my life started to get a little dark, and all at the same time I was still Bolin.
Yeah.
And I'm still out here smiling, still trying to make it happen. And I remember us losing our house. My wife and I ended up losing our home. So then we lost our house, and then of course you can't go back to all the people that told you, I told you so. You should have stuck with that job at Nissan. They had good benefits. You had no reason leaving there at all. So then we lost the house. Then we ended up losing my car. So then my wife and I started sleeping in my wife's car.
Wow. Sleeping in a car.
Yes.
Wow.
Then we ended up losing that car.
Wow.
And we had no place to go. So then we ended up losing everything that we had in storage. Everything we had in storage was auctioned off right in front of our faces to people.
Jesus.
Unknown people, all the things that you worked hard for was auctioned off right in front of our face. So we were at ground zero with nothing.
Wow.
Now realizing that God was cleaning the slate. So everything that was man-made and everything that was given to me by man would be of value to me.
Yes.
And so now that everything that I have, y'all hear me hollering, God did it, give God the glory, that was God's grace, that was God's mercy.
Yeah.
That's where that came from.
Yeah.
It's because I moved my wife to the hood. And I said, you know what we're going to do, babe? We're going to get up in these Section 8 homes.
Yeah.
And we're going to live it up.
Listen.
And I'm going to get here, because those are the only people that were accepting me. So don't act like y'all don't know what Section 8 homes are.
Come on, tell the truth.
You know what Section 8 homes are. I lived there, and we had a 4-bedroom for about $300 or $400 a month, and we were living it up.
Can I get that?
And we were living it up on the inside, but on the outside, to get to our cars were a little difficult. So my wife would always say, you got to start wearing all these blazers and all these nice preppy clothes when you're coming in, because, you know, when you're in the hood, people will park their chairs in front of your door.
Right.
And play dice in front of your door and get mad when you try to get in your door. So I had people slinging dice, and I was trying to come and get around them to get inside my house. And they realized that we weren't from there. So I tried to change up my walk. You know, I tried to change my walk.
Show us your walk.
Everybody good? You know what I'm saying? You start talking like that. Everybody good?
Okay.
That didn't work out, okay?
Right.
So we would go inside. My wife and I we were still living there, and that was the only place that we were able to save money.
Yeah.
So that we could get ourselves back off of the ground again.
Yeah.
And so I had no shame of living there. I did what it took for us to get ourselves back off the ground with no shame and no pride. I really feel like I thank God for that to this day. Is that He stripped me of every piece of pride that I possibly could have had, every piece of ego that I possibly could have had. And that's what a no shame. Y'all like J. Bolin's transparent? Yes, he's transparent because God laid it all out on the ground in the beginning. On the ground in the beginning. So my wife and I ended up having to leave there because people would see our growth and that we're living there. So they were all, you got to wait to make sure I get skinny, girl. You can't just be walking up on me with the camera like that. I'm just kidding. That's my buddy from outside, girl. So listen, so we were living there and people would see the growth all the time. They would say, hey, like y'all walking up in here, y'all think y'all better than everybody. You know, then they would tell you, you think you up in here, you smell like fresh lettuce walking up in the building. Who says that to someone? Who says that to someone? Who says that? I know, right? Everybody's like fresh lettuce out of all things. And so they would eventually start locking themselves inside of our home. So that we would come home at night, they was going to try to rob us.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm a good old country boy, so I know when I see stuff.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not from the hood,
Listen.
but I'm still a black boy from Mississippi. So I knew when things didn't seem right, and I'm a man of God, so I have a discerning spirit.
Absolutely.
So I can discern when things weren't right. So I knew that somebody was in my home.
Yeah.
So I would get to the door, and I told my wife, I said, let's turn around, let's go. We'll call the police. The police got there. Sure enough, they were in our home waiting on us to come in the house.
Wow.
So we went on dangerous grounds in order for us to build again.
Wow.
We eventually got out of there, and then fast forward, then I get a chance to move to Dallas, Texas.
Dallas.
Anybody from Dallas, Texas? Only 2 people. Okay, cool. Y'all, listen. Moving to Dallas sounds like it was fun, Karen. It sounds like it was fun, but I remember moving to Dallas, Texas, and I remember going out there, and because I've lost my car, I've lost my wife's car.
Wow.
And I lost my home. So then, credit starts to kind of do this, right?
Right.
Yeah, it starts to do that. I have no shame at all. Credit started to go down here.
Yeah.
And so as credit started to go down, I'm there and everybody's saying no. Everywhere we went to try to look for a place, everyone said no. My mom, my dad were with us, and my mom was like, boy, what did you do? Like, nobody's saying yes to you around here at all. And so we were about to leave Dallas, Texas. And my dad said, he was sitting next to me. I was sitting in the passenger seat. My wife was sitting in the back with my mom. And my dad says, son, he said, do you want to stay here? And I said, yes, sir. We become little boys around our dads.
Right.
I said, yes, sir. He said, well, I'm going to give you $1,000 to stay here.